Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UFC 17, ADESANYA versus Till. Now, those of you who are new here, we have 6 fights here in the UFC Universe mode, 2 undercards, 2 main cards, and then 2 main events. If you want a reminder of the fight card or just to see what fight is up next, the fight card is in the description of this video, always. Now, moving on to UFC 17, ADESANYA versus Till. We are starting off with a light heavyweight bout. It is Anthony Rumble Johnson versus Alonzo MENIFIELD. Alonzo MENIFIELD earned a UFC contract with the 8-second KO on Dana White's Contender Series. But Anthony Johnson is a former interim UFC light heavyweight champion, and he's knocked out top contenders like Alexander Gustafsson and Ryan Bader. So that's not going to come easy for Alonzo. Now, moving on to our second undercard of the night, it is a bantamweight bout versus Frankie the Answer Edgar versus John Dodson. Frankie Edgar, a former UFC lightweight champ with 3 title defenses, and a UFC Hall of Famer. John Dodson is the Ultimate Fighter 14 bantamweight winner, and he is also a former bantamweight champion. Now, moving on into our main cards, we have a lightweight bout. It is Charles Oliveira versus BJ Penn. We're going to see a jiu-jitsu clinic in that one. BJ Penn, a UFC Hall of Famer, first American Jiu-Jitsu world champ. Charles Oliveira, it has a UFC all-time leader in finishes, which is 20. 16 of them are by submission, excuse me. Now, our second main card of the night, it is a heavyweight bout. It is Fedor Emelianenko, finally in the UFC, making his debut versus ALISTAIR OVEREEM. Fedor is a Pride heavyweight champion when he was in Pride. ALISTAIR OVEREEM, only one to ever hold a K1 kickboxing and an MMA heavyweight title simultaneously. Those two are going to be like 2 tanks clashing. And now moving in to our main events. Our co-main event is a welterweight title bout. Nate Diaz, our welterweight champion, versus the challenger, Ben Askren. I know you guys, if you're new here, never watched my UFC 4 Universe mode, is asking how the fuck is Ben Askren competing for a title on a pay-per-view and main eventing it. Well, I'll tell you, because in UFC 12 of UFC 4 Universe mode, Ben Askren out-wrestled Matt Hughes. And I thought that shit was damn impressive. So, here he is, trying to take the title from Nate Diaz, and then moving into the main event of the evening. It is a middleweight title bout. The champion, ISREAL, the style bender, ADESANYA versus DARREN Till. ADESANYA, a former kickboxing champion, current middleweight champion. DARREN Till, a former welterweight title challenger, and now he's back. He KO'd Donald Cerrone in 40 seconds. He's trying to do the same to the dog bender. Welcome to UFC 17. Let's move on to the first fight of the night.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buff.
The Buffinator.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division.
First fight of UFC 17. Welcome.
Atomic Alonzo MENIFIELD. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner,
R.I.P. man.
Rumble Johnson.
R.I.P. man.
Ready to fight?
All right, here we go. Anthony Rumble Johnson, Alonzo MENIFIELD. Rumble versus Atomic. First fight of UFC 17. And right out the gate, Anthony Rumble Johnson tries to go for an overhand. True fashion. Come on, Johnson. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be unbiased, but
best of luck to the opposition tonight.
oh my God, these two trading right off the gate. Alonzo MENIFIELD is a former junior college football linebacker, and Anthony Johnson, he's a former college wrestler, but he prefers to stand and strike. Usually uses his wrestling in a defensive manner. He's never really offensive, but he's good wrestling. People forget that. But prefers to stand and strike like these two warriors are doing right now, standing in front of her throwing bombs. Actually, Anthony Rumble Johnson scored early on Daniel Cormier early in their title fight. Remember that, DC? Why are you so quiet now, DC?
Headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands and he's doing a nice job protecting
I got.
the
Be quiet, John.
A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, Johnson's got to quit going for that overhand. He got caught by a check hook, going for that overhand, and getting a little too predictable for MENIFIELD. It looks.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Uppercut. Oh my God, overhand finally connected. Never mind, Johnson. Don't listen to me. He just cut MENIFIELD open with that overhand. Oh my God, he tried to go for another one. There's that defensive wrestling we were talking about.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job.
Man, MENIFIELD's got to be careful. 17 of 23 of Anthony Johnson's wins were by knockout. He's got to be careful. That overhand keeps coming.
Looks like he's got a cut above the eye here.
Oh man, MENIFIELD, he's got 10 career knockouts. Trying to make it 11 here tonight against Rumble. Oh, that overhand flying again. Johnson loves that overhand. Oh my God, got caught by that check hook once again. He's got to be careful with that. That dropped Johnson.
Just out of range with the big
Man, MENIFIELD, he can do it, man. He trains Muay Thai in Texas.
So a nice job landing the
And he used to be a top 15 light heavyweight, man. I mean, he can do it.
He waits for his opponent to engage and then tries to use that aggression against them. That's exactly what he was trying to do there.
Great shot blocked by the opponent.
Oh my God, these two.
He continues to attack that cut. Cutman's going to have some work to do.
Yeah, Johnson's got to be careful being predictable with that overhand, though. I really think that MENIFIELD's going to start to read that at some point. Maybe not now, but at some point. Round one done.
Because he has got a killer in front of him.
All right, so the round is over, and you see the Cutman not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back.
Both of them got small cuts. Johnson
on the bridge of his nose.
Johnson on the bridge of his nose, like John just said. MENIFIELD on top of his head. But you got to think that's won the fight for MENIFIELD so far.
Landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Yeah, just Johnson just needs to slow down a little bit, getting caught with that check hook.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Respect between these two warriors.
Pretty strong jab there by Johnson.
Like once again, Johnson in that overhand.
Trying to set up that counterattack.
I love it, but be careful.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, now Johnson with a check hook into an overhand. I think that hurt MENIFIELD for a minute. I know Johnson just reopened that cut though. Yep. Oh my God. Johnson landed with an uppercut, but MENIFIELD landed with a hook. Oh my God. And now MENIFIELD is teeing off, but Johnson not giving an inch. Oh my God, drops Johnson again, trying to finish this fight, goes to full mount. MENIFIELD looking to make a name for himself against Rumble Johnson. Foot on the cage, trying to flip over MENIFIELD into full guard, and does. Posturing up. Oh my God, the ground and pound from Johnson, not where you want to be at. but MENIFIELD avoids it and gets the back of Johnson. Wow. Like I said, Johnson is a college wrestler, and MENIFIELD has his back. What does that tell you? Full mount with 3 minutes left in the round. Not good for Johnson, but a former, like I said, college wrestler. But it looks like he's struggling right now. MENIFIELD's turn for ground and pound. Oh my God, that elbow would have ended the fight. Johnson knew it, avoided it, and used his wrestling to get up. Amazing. Amazing. Wow.
Block that shot.
Oh my God, MENIFIELD is teeing off, senses blood, but needs to be careful against Johnson. I'm pretty sure he recovered. Pretty sure Rumble has recovered. Great grappling from Alonzo MENIFIELD, man. I will give him that. Oh my God, that straight hurt. Yeah, that straight hurt MENIFIELD. He backed up, hands just dropped. Yeah, that straight hurt him. I'm not sure why Johnson's backing up. Oh, an overhand connects. Oh, yep, and that hurt him. Stumbles back for a couple seconds. Oh, I think that kick connected. Yep. MENIFIELD's trying not to fight on his back foot, but he's getting hurt. Needs to be careful walking through this. He still looks hurt. Oh my God. Oh no, drops Johnson again with the straight and has his back. This is it. Herb Dean's gonna step in. Johnson needs to use his wrestling exactly. He gets side control. Holy hell. Now it's Johnson's turn. These heavy bombs raining down. But MENIFIELD, hey man, he's got good grappling. Wow, what a fight. We are seeing that defensive wrestling from Johnson once again. Johnson not trying for a submission, though, trying to posture up and throw bombs. First fight of UFC 17 is bloody. I don't know if we're making it past the 3rd round. I don't know if this is going to go to decision.
Guys in this division, they go down, and he proved prophetic. That's exactly what happened in the previous round.
The guy has lightning in his hands. Every time he is landing, he is putting his opponent on his butt over and over, knocking him down. He has not found the finish, but he needs to stay
man, like
patient,
Johnson just can't seem to put down MENIFIELD, but MENIFIELD has put down Johnson twice. Johnson is losing this fight. Oh, 3 times. My bad. 3 times. He put Johnson. Yep, that's the 3rd right there. Oh, man, that one almost ended the fight. You see right there, Johnson's wrestling's taken over immediately, shelling up.
Ready.
3rd round underway. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going.
I'm calling it now. This isn't going to decision. This is not going to decision. Oh, my God. Johnson is either going to land a hard overhand. Exactly. This is CPU, by the way. I don't play these fights. I'm just fucking... I know people that I grew up with, and honestly, this game does a great job of CPU fighting like fighters fight. Oh my God. After all that, Johnson just got dropped again. Oh my God. Johnson needs to be careful. He cannot. He is hitting MENIFIELD. Yeah. Oh my God. Johnson gets knocked out. Wow. Johnson was throwing everything he had, and he didn't drop MENIFIELD one time.
Nicely done to finish.
Look at, you can see the frustration in Johnson's face, and gets hit with an overhand from MENIFIELD. Oh man. That knockout power from Alonzo. We'll see Johnson back. But man, MENIFIELD might be a contender after that.
We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 9 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Atomic Alonzo MENIFIELD.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And got to be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alonzo, beating a top contender like Anthony Johnson. Johnson will be back in this universe. RIP to the man. For real, man. Like, sad news when I found that out. I grew up watching that, man. But Alonzo MENIFIELD, I don't know who his next fight will be, but he will definitely be back. All right, moving in to Frankie Edgar versus John Dodson.
Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, John the Magician Dodson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
You ready to fight?
All right, last undercard fight of UFC 17 before we move on to the main cards. Like I said, fight card is in the video description if you want to be reminded. John Dodson starting out fast as fuck. Holy shit, what the fuck? John, calm down, bro.
Edgar gets the early takedown.
And Edgar goes for a takedown as we expected. He's not going to stand with John Dodson.
Making all these shots count.
Like, don't get me wrong, Frankie Edgar, great all-around MMA, all around, but John Dodson, I think, has the edge in striking.
Oh, big shots.
Edgar has the edge in grappling. The Hall of Famer is doing the smart thing right now.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
Full side control now.
Frankie Edgar, a former UFC
nice.
lightweight champion, is looking to climb that ladder here in the bantamweight division. This man, Frankie Edgar, man, he has got 8 fight of the night bonuses. See if he gets another one here tonight.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Oh, John Dodson trying to get up. Nope. Edgar not gonna let him. Doesn't want to stand with Dodson because Dodson has a history. Got a history of knocking out people. He KO'd Demetrius Johnson back in the day.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't.
Man has 11 career knockout wins. John Dodson. So yeah, Edgar, you can love him, you can hate him. He's doing the smart thing right now.
What he has to do here is
He fucking Dodson is a lightning fast southpaw. He's got some slick Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Don't get me wrong. There you guys, you saw it right there. But I think Edgar has a slight advantage in that. You know, Edgar is a NCAA wrestling. You know, former NCAA wrestler. My fault. He's great at scrambling, so we're probably gonna see that here on the bottom. Oh man. Never mind. Dodson got full mount. Uh-oh.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by John Dodson.
Now Dodson giving Edgar a little taste of his own medicine. Full mount, or it wasn't full mount, throwing punches.
Pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh man, I like half guard.
I really think this fight is gonna come down to just like who wants it more. This fight might go to decision, but it's gonna be a split decision, I believe. It's gonna be a very close fight. I don't know who won that round. Maybe Edgar. Maybe. I don't know. But Dodson landed some strikes before he got taken down. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not looking at the stats for keeping this realistic. I have no idea.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round.
Okay. Yeah, Dodson might be winning this. Look at him circling Edgar. Yeah, that was literally the first 20 seconds of the fight right here.
He's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
And Edgar was like, "Fuck that noise. We're going to the ground." Yep. Smart by Edgar though. I ain't gonna fault him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway.
I am not faulting the man.
Block the strike there. Counter on the hook is good. Nice job by Edgar.
Edgar's gonna try to look for that takedown again. 100%.
Whiffs on
Oh
that.
my God, what a body hook from Dodson. That landed. Dropping levels, rear hook to the body. Oh my God, a fucking lead uppercut to the body there. Eating Edgar's body up. Hey, yo. Oh my God, it's a good thing Edgar fainted that Superman, because if he would have followed through with that, I wouldn't have ankle pick. He not. If he would have followed through with that Superman, he'd have got fucked up. Is he really gonna try? Oh no, he's not. He got denied a takedown. I'm dumb. I was about to say, is he really gonna stand here with John Dodson? But he doesn't want to. You can see the hesitation. Oh my God, he's getting pieced up. He wants to go to the ground, and Dodson knows that. Superman punch, but the cross more powerful from Dodson. Oh, another takedown attempt. No. Gets pinned against the cage by Dodson as he lands 2 body punches. Man, Edgar, this is leaning towards Dodson now, Edgar.
Just misses with the jab there. Edgar gets
Great takedown, great timing from Edgar. He cannot let Dodson up, but at the same time, he's got to do something, because if he just lays here, there's a chance that Dodson will win this round, even with 2.5 minutes controlling the round. You gotta go for something here, Edgar. Ground and pound, submission, ground and pound, do something. Yep. Trying to had some hand fighting there. He's trying to go for an arm triangle from the side saddle. Dodson denied it. Let me know if you guys like the commentary on. I like it because it kind of fills the dead air when I'm not talking. And for intros, you guys will see in the main events. I like how they talk in the walkouts, because the 2 main events on my UFC Universe mode, they have entrances. Just the 2 main events. If it was every fight, this video would be fucking 4 hours long. So I try to cut down the time a little bit by only giving the walkouts to the main event, co-main event.
And your legs able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control.
Yep, that's what Edgar's doing, DC. Yep.
This is a great
and I like to talk to him.
For a top fighter.
It's fun. I talk shit to him sometimes, mostly DC. Oh my God, an elbow from the top lands. How that didn't cut oh, and now Dodson he's panicking. He just gave Edgar his back, but hey, you gotta think he's good at jiu-jitsu. He used that to get back to half guard. And we're back to side saddle, because Frankie Edgar is a monster. He's a monster. Once again, 10-9. Dodson that round. First round. 10-9. You know, I'm going to say first round was a draw. 10-10. So this 10-9. Dodson barely. That's where I stand. I don't know though. These punches were good, but they're not showing the body punches that Dodson was landing. So I'm gonna say it's 10-9 Dodson right now.
Third round underway.
Respect from the 2 vets. Oblique kick from Edgar. Edgar dropping levels going to the body. He's been dropping levels going for takedowns. Not that time. Oh wow, I can't believe he actually got that. I thought Dodson was going to deny it, and he didn't. This is where Edgar could win the fight if he just stays here. Or he goes for a submission, or gets the TKO. He has options here. See Dodson struggling to get up. Can't.
Nicely done.
Dodson is panicking. 100% he's panicking.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest
oh man, this isn't good.
Side control.
Well, side
yeah, this isn't good. Edgar not gonna let him up. He's not gonna let him up. This might be it. He's gonna keep doing this until the referee stops the fight. He just busted Dodson open. This is it. This is Edgar's chance. This is it. Oh no, Dodson scrambling.
like
Not
a
really.
half guard.
Dodson scrambling.
The now closed guard of his opponent.
Nope, still stuck in this position. Dodson is busted open, and this is Edgar's chance right here. Edgar might have this in the bag. Dodson needs to stand up. Dodson needs to stand up, like, now. Like, right now.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing the land.
Oh man, nope. Dodson, oh man, going for a Kimura.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
Dodson gets out of it. I like how Edgar is working from the top. He's doing damage, going for submissions. He's not just laying on him because he could have, but that's not what the answer does. Look, you see that cut on above Dodson's eye now.
How about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Now Edgar about to work on the other eye. Oh no, this is veteran move from Edgar. He is working the other eye. So he's looking to limit Dodson's vision right now if they do stand up, which they got 40 seconds left. They're not standing back up. Dodson, I think, has just lost his fight. Yeah, the ref might step in. Oh, Dodson getting up the last 20 seconds. He's got to make something happen. Overhand connects. He's got to make something happen. He's losing this fight. 10 seconds. Dodson is trying to put it away, but I don't think it's going to. Nope, it's too late. I think Edgar. Yeah, I think Edgar's got this. The takedown, the groundwork, the takedowns, the groundwork.
And he did it beautifully. He had fantastic timing on those takedowns. He had great finishes on those takedowns. And he had a commitment to scoring as many as he needed to in order to get his hand raised. And I feel like tonight he should win this victory pretty easily.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-26, 29-28, with a winner by unanimous decision, Frankie, the answer.
Look at John's face, bro. Dodson's fucked up.
Iron Army, stand up. The celebration is on in Toms River, New Jersey, and beyond. Their guy, the answer, Frankie Edgar, getting his hand raised yet again.
Well-rounded skill, great cardio, great pressure, great wrestling and top control. Frankie Edgar once again shows why he's one of the best fighters in the UFC's history.
Yeah, absolutely veteran display from Frankie Edgar. Now, we are moving on from our undercards to our main cards.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the Prodigy, B.J. Penn! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Charles Dobrox Oliveira!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so Charles Oliveira ready to get back to
This
it
is
right
the
now.
first main card fight of UFC 17. I think we're going to see a jiu-jitsu clinic here tonight. BJ Penn is the UFC Hall of Famer, but Charles Oliveira holds the UFC's all-time record in finishes, which is 20. 16 of them have come from submission. But BJ Penn is the first American Jiu-Jitsu world champion, so this is going to be interesting. Already on the ground.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Let's go.
Charles Oliveira, a 4th degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black
guard now,
belt.
DC, some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions, go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are
Talk your shit, DC.
advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history.
Jiu-Jitsu clinic
anytime you're
already.
in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
BJ Penn,
That was nice.
he's also a brawler, man. He's got elite boxing and good guard work. So if it does stand up, Charles Oliveira better be careful.
Defense.
Oliveira's back in full mount.
This is a terrible position.
Continuing to look for openings here with Penn on the canvas.
At the same time, Charles Oliveira does have evolved strike. It is an evolved striker with highlight knockout power. So right now he is out jiu-jitsuing BJ Penn though. That's crazy.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position. Great
Oh,
submission
for an arm
defense.
triangle, got denied. And now BJ gets Oliveira's back.
Slick reversal right there.
Hand fighting. Oh, and just like that, BJ is in full mount. What a great jiu-jitsu fight already. Oh my God, that elbow landed. Holy fuck. Can't do that in regular jiu-jitsu matches. Oh my God, he tries to flatten out Oliveira. Oliveira's expert jiu-jitsu, not letting that happen. Going right back to half guard.
Penn's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for
Oliveira's
side
pretty good on
control.
his back though, so be wary of that.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Not sure who's winning this fight. It's a close one. Once again, guys, if you want a reminder of the fight card or just see what fight is up next, it is in the description of this video. And every UFC Universe Mode video, the fight card will be in the description.
This is what people come through the doors to see. Two men
Block that
stand on
body
the border,
shot
chest to
and then
chest.
immediately hits Oliveira with an
Let it
overhand.
all fly. I'm
Boom.
surprised nobody went
Blocks
out.
that body
It does
shot and
excite me
immediately
for the next round.
counters with that uppercut. That is the veteran mind of BJ right there. Blocking body shots, going for it, counters immediately. And these two trading off, both connecting. Wow.
Oliveira getting a little bit wild here on the feet.
It is getting a little bit wild, John.
Man, these guys have some chins on
Oh
them.
my God.
Huge shots
Delayed
landing
spinning
on
back
both sides.
fist. Great shot from Oliveira.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh wow, Oliveira going for a heel hook.
Heel hook looks tight.
That heel hook looks tight and painful. What he's got to do now.
He's working it. BJ trying to get up. And but he gets the back of Oliveira. Oh my God. Great jiu-jitsu.
A lot of top pressure being applied.
Tries to get
here.
Mel Oliveira like, nope, not happening this time, buddy.
Nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic
Immediately
job
going
of following with his
to full
hips,
guard,
making sure
reaching
he
that far
blocked
leg
any
over
attempt to
across
get
his
past
hip.
his guard.
And getting into full guard and then getting back up. Wow, he wants to stand with BJ. Oh wow.
Massive kick
That
to the
that body
lands
kick
flush.
hurt
Superman
BJ.
punch lands.
And wow, what a veteran move for Oliveira. He saw that body kick, that lead kick to the body hurt. Wow, great fast combos. He saw that lead body kick hurt BJ and immediately went for a Superman punch, knowing BJ was probably gonna block his body. That was a veteran move from Charles Oliveira. Now up against the, oh my God, elbow lands. This is not where you want to be with BJ Penn. 2 elbows landing and a couple of shots. These two fighting on the cage. Not where Oliveira wants to be, obviously. Ankle pick denied. Uppercut landing. Uppercut from Oliveira landing. BJ scared of that takedown. Oh wow, Oliveira trying to go for a Superman elbow. Thought BJ was gonna move in, didn't.
Whiffs on the elbow.
Oliveira looking pretty good right now, avoiding these shots. Great head movement. Another takedown denied by BJ, going for a takedown of his own and gets caught in a guillotine, but getting out of it. making it look easy.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
These two trying to get submissions. Oh, wow. Another heel hook.
Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight.
These two fighting for submissions, and once again, Oliveira getting his back taken. Needs to be careful when he goes for that heel hook to avoid that.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but
no, they're not.
Yeah, because he's not panicking.
He's got to execute it better, bud.
He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
5 seconds left in the round.
Even when he's under attack.
And the horn sounds on round 2.
Great job. This submission work looks awesome. We're moving into the last round now, and we want the finish. Same thing as last
Competitive
time,
fight from these two.
Let's put the pressure.
All right, so the fight goes the distance. You see him raise his hand seemingly in victory. When it comes to the submissions, man, he went for it all night.
He went for him all night. Every chance he got, he attacked the neck. He attacked the arm.
That was a great counter from Oliveira.
Whatever submission was presented,
Constantly going for submissions. And don't get me wrong, like BJ's trying to go for arm triangles and stuff too, but Oliveira just not letting him get even close. Respect.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body.
Oh wow,
there,
Oliveira
really
knew
starting to
that lead
connect
body
at a
kick
high
hurt him last
percentage
round.
now
Oh
with
man,
the
but got
latter
2
stages of this
check
fight.
kicks in a row, and that hurt Oliveira.
Oliveira gets tattooed by that straight.
Countering with the uppercut is Oliveira.
Lands a hook there.
Dropping levels, coming back to the head, but ends up getting hurt. Now dropped by BJ. Wait a minute, that kick almost illegal there, BJ. You need to be careful. He almost did an illegal kick. Oh wow, that was a little dirty from BJ. A little illegal. I don't know if Herb Dean saw that. Might need to take a point from BJ. Looked like that kick might have connected on the ground. I don't know. BJ might have went for a calf kick and just his brain didn't register. He dropped Oliveira with that overhand. Oh my God, but now BJ going for a triangle. But Oliveira's jiu-jitsu not letting that happen. Got BJ's back. Side control, great counter. BJ was trying to flip over, and Oliveira countered it into side control. Great counter. Oliveira's jiu-jitsu proving to look a little better than BJ's here tonight. Defensively, offensively, just all around, just looking a little better.
Penn's in half guard. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Oh, it looks like he's setting up for a finish here.
Oh yeah, he's got him to sit tight.
Oh man, Von flu choke. BJ sweeps.
All these actions, though, these big actions, gotta wear on.
BJ going for it. Kimura now. You knew this was going to be a jiu-jitsu clinic. BJ going for Kimura. And Oliveira straightened his arm out and got out. Wow.
He looked like he was done.
You know these two have got to be tired.
And stay safe.
Both have been putting on a jiu-jitsu clinic, trying to fight for submissions. BJ seems stuck, gets sweat. Oh no, armbar. Gets caught in an armbar. This is not good for BJ with 1:15 left. This is not good. Oh, BJ got out of it though. Wow. Holy hell. Great jiu-jitsu.
Wow, that is great submission defense.
1 minute left in this fight.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
BJ going for the arm. Oliveira not letting him.
Lands another strike upstairs.
These two are going to coast the rest of the fight on the ground. Not really coast. They're fighting for submissions, but I don't think either one's going to get it here. Late. Not really sure who's got this. Possibly, I don't know, BJ. He dropped Oliveira. BJ won it. I think BJ won it with that overhand in the third. Oliveira had it. I don't know. Oliveira was winning until that, but BJ dropped him in the third. I don't know. I actually don't know.
A great flow state in regards to the stand-up.
Huh.
He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the
Unanimous.
contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the Prodigy.
Wow.
BJ Penn.
BJ striking in the 3rd won it.
All right, so a huge effort out of the former 2-division champion, BJ Penn, tonight. He has started to keep a more active schedule of late. That has led to some strong results inside the octagon. It was vintage
His
BJ
schedule's
Penn
wide
here
open with
tonight
our universe.
as the Prodigy turns back the clock.
BJ Penn winning that clutch 3rd round. Now moving in to the last main card before our main event, Fedor Emelianenko making his UFC debut.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ALISTAIR OVEREEM. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, FEDOR.
All right, Fedor making his UFC debut. He's got a tough challenge with ALISTAIR Overeem. He needs to watch those devastating leg kicks and knees from Overeem. Fedor, man, he's got an iron chin, a 4-time combat Sambo world champion.
It happens today, and both are very confident they get the job done.
There's those knees we were talking about in the clinch. Throwing bombs and checking that leg kick. ALISTAIR Overeem immediately. That cross rocked. That cross rocked Overeem. Backing up. Going for that takedown. We knew Emelianenko would at some point. Like I was saying, Overeem immediately going for them knees in the clinch and then leg kicks. A little wearing now after getting checked. Oh my God, changing levels. Fedor. This is Fedor's first UFC fight, and it is against ALISTAIR Overeem. He has got a challenge here tonight. This missed the main event barely. Only reason this is not in the main event and it is our last main card fight is because we got 2 championship fights tonight. Nate Diaz defends his welterweight title, and ISREAL ADESANYA defends his middleweight title. This just barely missed the main event. And Fedor get ALISTAIR down. No. Great overhand from him, though.
Nice jab up top by Emelianenko.
Fedor, man, is MMA royalty, and he's never even fought in UFC. Former Pride heavyweight champion with a 28-fight unbeaten streak, man. Oh my God, these two trading off. That oblique kick landing for ALISTAIR as it gets hit with an overhand by Fedor. And wow, ALISTAIR gets to take down. I don't know if this is where he wants to be with Fedor, though. Fedor, fucking only fighter to hold a K1 boxing and MMA heavyweight title simultaneously. He held titles in Strikeforce and Dream in the heavyweight division. He got knockouts over people like Verdun and Brock Lesnar. And like I say, you don't want to be on the ground at all with Fedor, though. He's on top now, and ALISTAIR's the one that got the takedown. 40 seconds left as Fedor lands bombs in the side saddle position.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
A cut on Fedor's lip, though. Oh, and that just widened it.
Second round, straight ahead.
Great, violent first round. I don't really know who's winning this so far. Both have been landing shots. Maybe ALISTAIR with that takedown. I think Overeem might add it.
We'll see if he can shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor.
Let's look at these replays.
right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he
Yep,
can
those
shore
knees
some
in
things
the
up there.
clinch
Here's some replays from the
that
damaging
Overeem is
previous
known
round.
for.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted.
Oh yeah,
to
he's
accomplish,
definitely
and he got
targeting
it
that
done.
lip, DC, for
He's
sure.
gotta continue
Oh yeah,
down the
look at that
path
shit.
in order to make the cut worse.
Oh yeah, he's trying to widen that cut for sure. That's what Overeem's game plan is now. Wow, no glove touch from Overeem. Fedor offered it.
The action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first.
Kind of want to see Alistair get humbled after that. Now, wow, great cross from Fedor. Any one of those shots can drop you. He is heavy-handed. Great head movement from him too. Dropping levels. Seeing a clinic from Fedor.
Overeem's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Used to a little more cautious with each other now in round 2. Oh, that overhand almost landed though, barely missing. Trying to throw it again. Oh, in the clinch of Overeem now. Fedor getting out quickly this time. Smart. Trying to move out of the way. Probably noticing his back is to the cage now. Yep. Does a takedown to get away from the cage. Great IQ. We see a lot of fighters do a takedown, whether it gets denied or not, they get away from the cage. Great combos from Fedor. You don't know where they're gonna come from. Now he is backing up Alistair Overeem now. When do we ever see this?
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round
Dodging the clinch with head movement from Fedor. This is why he's MMA royalty. Oh my God, that rocked him cross. Lead uppercut combo. Fedor gonna try to finish the fight. Fedor is a finisher, man. Oh man, smart IQ from Fedor. Knew Overeem was going to try to come in and tip the scales and immediately drop levels for a takedown. IQ from Emelianenko. Holy shit, man. Oh my God, Fedor got full mount again, dude. Overeem's grappling isn't the best, and we're seeing that. Fedor going for an arm bar, but denied.
Overeem's in half guard. All right,
somehow Alistair gets back to full guard, and then Fedor gets right back to half guard.
Landing from the top position.
Oh wow, wait a minute, wait, Fedor might be caught in the guillotine. No. Ooh, that was close. Fedor might want to be careful. Now Alistair getting up, Overeem looking to do damage on the feet, both going for a leg kick, clashing knees. Ow, that hurts. I've done that shit before. We both go for a fucking opposite kick, clash kneecaps. That shit hurts. Rather just get kicked in the fucking leg.
Overeem's eye starting to swell now.
This is a great fight. Holy hell. Think it is. Oh wow, dodging that oblique kick. Great footwork from Fedor. Fedor is winning this fight. Oh right, great level change from Overeem. And great takedown defense from him too. Great footwork. Alistair needs to come back in this third round. Fedor is winning this fight right now.
I'm gonna take one to give.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole. And I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
These exchanges, man. That check hook caught Overeem bad. Look at this. Oh man, that could have knocked him out. Could have very easily knocked him out.
It shows that he has taken far too many.
All right, so here we go. Third and final round. All right, here we go with the start of another round.
Overeem's got to do something. He's got to win this round to make it close or finish the fight. Fedor, you know he's going to try to go for the finish. He doesn't care if he's winning the fight. He's not in it to win points. Fedor's in it to fight. Oh my God, he is catching Overeem with these hooks. Overeem has got to do a better roll in these hooks, man.
All right, so that calf is starting
going for them patented leg kicks he's known for. But Fedor, strong legs. Strong body conditioning, strong chin. It's hard to put this man away. Oh my God. Alistair Overeem went for a flying knee and got caught in midair. That busted him open. Blood pouring down the face of Overeem now. That was a high risk, high reward, and he got the bad end of the stick on that one. Damn.
Yeah, both guys
He feints from Fedor. I saw that. He feigned that hook, but he got caught by a couple. He should have followed through.
Let's see who has the heart to carry
See who is going for there.
these very tough moments.
What is Overeem gonna do? He is losing this fight. 3 minutes to make that.
All right, well, that blow is
to make that a different outcome.
Strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a
The overhand barely connecting.
So when you give
Lead overhand clipping Fedor. Not enough to do damage though.
Nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change.
Nope, back in the clinch. Not where you want to be with Overeem. Landing them knees.
All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight.
Exactly. Thank you, John.
I mean, he's got to
Thank you, John.
There is no more strategy.
Exactly.
There is no more time to try to set up a punch. You got to just start letting everything fly.
Fedor trying to go for a takedown. Alistair can't let that happen. And he does not. Oh my God. The knee in the clinch lands, and that almost put Fedor out. Alistair, what are you doing? Gets countered with a guillotine, trying to go for a fucking takedown. Alistair, what are you doing? Is he trying to ground and pound it out? He's got 90 seconds. What is Alistair going to do here? I don't know if he should have done that. I don't know if that was a smart move. Yep. Oh, no, wait a minute. He's trying to ground and pound Fedor out. But Fedor's grappling is going to get him out of this. Or it's going to get Overeem in trouble. 45 seconds. I don't know if that's enough to put Overeem back in the fight. I don't know.
All right, so Emelianenko's in half guard.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. A little late to be good at the grappling.
Yeah, you turn your
This fight's got 10 seconds left.
You switch position and you go. You gotta be careful here.
Overeem finishes on top after rocking Fedor. Is that enough to make it closer? Did Fedor solidify this fight? We'll see. Fedor's UFC debut facing Alistair Overeem. And these two putting on a clinic. A slobber knocker. Oh my God, that knee late in the third might have put Overeem back in it.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score this contest 30-27, 30-28, and 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision,
okay.
Fedor!
Fedor.
Right, so a nice job by the well-rounded fighter, sticking to the game plan, mixing it up, and negating a lot of the kickboxer's strengths to get the win tonight.
John, I love when the game plan comes into focus and the guy can follow it to a T. That is exactly what we saw tonight from this well-rounded fighter. He executed perfectly, and he gets a dominant decision.
If Fedor winning in his UFC debut against Alistair Overeem. Great fight from Fedor, making a statement against a veteran in this industry. Now we are moving on to our main events. This is our co-main event of UFC 17.
All right, so here is your guy, Funky Ben Askren, one of the most accomplished collegiate wrestlers of all time when it comes to pinfalls. This is a guy whose skill set has translated very well to mixed martial arts, and a very interesting UFC debut for Ben Askren. You have it no other way.
Ben Askren won that fight against Robbie Lawler in the most Ben Askren type of way.
Yes.
With a bulldog choke. He got slammed on his head, didn't go out, got up and got a bulldog choke to finish. A 2-time Hodge Trophy winner in wrestling, which is essentially the Heisman. He won that 2 years in a row on the Olympic team. I would wrestle Ben Askren myself when we were at the Olympic Games in Beijing, and you cannot understand the strength and the awkwardness of Ben Askren until you have felt it. He is truly a special athlete.
Yeah, Ben Askren is special indeed. How he got this title fight with Nate Diaz? He out-wrestled Matt fucking Hughes at UFC 12. This is your UFC 17 co-main event for the Welterweight Championship. And speaking of championship, here comes your Welterweight champion, Mr. 205 Stockton.
Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has this sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC, a guy that boxes. Unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this Welterweight Championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, PENN ASKREN. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Welterweight Champion of the world, Nate Diaz!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
You ready?
All right, here we go. Can Ben Askren take the title from Stockton? We will see. Here's your UFC 17 co-main event. Oh, and here we go. Takedown already. Nate Diaz is a third-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with an endless gas tank. But Ben Askren has grappling pressure, man. He is a specialist with suffocating top control. And here it is, full mount already. Not good for the champion.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
We got 5 rounds of this.
Posture's up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
That was very brutal. Oh my God, if this is what's gonna happen, we're gonna see a new champion.
Diaz is in half guard.
If this is what we're gonna see for 5 rounds, we're gonna see a new champion.
Really using his
Arm triangle, first submission. I think it's the first submission we've seen tonight, not attempt, but he's got it locked in right now. Oh wow, there's the jiu-jitsu of Nate Diaz. Ben Askren is a 2-time NCAA wrestling champion, so for Nate Diaz to do that, it's great, but he's back on top now because he's an NCAA wrestling fucking champion.
If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
2008 Olympian is Ben Askren.
You cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in
Nope.
full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Especially Nate's full guard.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage?
We expected this from Askren. He might wrestle his way to a welterweight championship.
The ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Ground and pound, the Hammer Mark Coleman would be proud.
Yeah, we're gonna have Mark Coleman soon in UFC. Speaking of Mark Coleman. Oh my God, Ben Askren gets back flat. This is not good for Diaz. This is not good for Diaz.
Great submission defense.
Oh, doesn't flatten him out that time. Nate Diaz might have enough jiu-jitsu to survive, but he can't do this for 5 rounds or he's gonna lose his belt.
A lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down.
Oh my God, overhand. Wow, great combo from Askren. Holy hell. Outstriking Nate Diaz right now? No way, come on. There's no way. There we go. Nate Diaz throwing that vintage 1-2 leg kick. Oh, check hook from Diaz. Stockton slap. There it is. Disrespecting the Olympian. Oh, another takedown from ASKREN. Oh, great overhand late in the round. Ben ASKREN, man, he's undefeated. He had an undefeated long reign in Bellator and won FC, so good. Become a new champion here tonight.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon.
Oh yeah, they were exchanging.
Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Ben ASKREN is going to try to get it back to the ground. He just wanted to stand up there for a little bit to test it against Nate, and it's not going well. He's definitely going to want to try to get this back to the ground, as he is getting pieced up by Diaz. Yeah, I don't think ASKREN should sit here and try to stand with Nate like he's trying to do. Yep, clinching up, going for a takedown. Diaz denies for the first time tonight. Nate Diaz got to tap into that high volume boxing style he has. Ultimate Fighter 5 winner, 16 UFC bonus awards. Nate Diaz trying to retain his welterweight title as he gets taken down. Going for a guillotine, denied by ASKREN.
He passes the half. All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, could be the.
Oh, I think Ben ASKREN. Yep, Ben ASKREN just countered into a Von Flue choke. Diaz is in trouble. Oh wow! Great sweep from Diaz. That's that third-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu I was talking about. That is an NCAA wrestler, 2008 Olympian that Nate Diaz just swept. Insane. Matt Hughes couldn't even do that. And now Diaz has full mount. Oh shit. Looking to put on some ground and pound. Diaz not going for a submission. ASKREN rolls to his back. Diaz tries to flatten him out. Denied. Yep, landing these bombs now. This is what Diaz has to do. If I was Diaz, honestly, if he loses his back like he just did, I would just stand up. Just stand up. Exactly. Just exactly. Now fucking ASKREN has your back. Not something you want from an Olympic wrestler. Oh boy.
Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Great grappling match too, though, honestly. But I think Nate, yep, using the cage to slide up, nice.
They make their way back to the feet. A huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
Another takedown from ASKREN. Wow. Wow. Nate has got ASKREN's back, needs to do something with it, and does. Gets full mount once again. Needs to land some ground and pound. Going for an armbar? Nope. ASKREN not gonna let him get that on.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't
great grappling exchanges we see, great jiu-jitsu exchanges we are seeing. Transitions, sweeps, counters, reverses as the round ends. ASKREN on top. I don't know who won that round, I'm not gonna lie. No fucking clue. I have no idea.
All right, what a round it was. A lot of high-level knee striking there. Take us through the replays if you
would. Ooh, yeah, Diaz might have won that round with the striking. Yeah, yeah, Nate won that round, 100%.
Having an idea of what he wants to do.
Yeah, he landed a lot.
And what showed itself was those knees. Yep. So he took them every time.
So I think it's split right now. ASKREN round 1, Diaz round 2.
All right, here we go.
3 more.
Third round of this championship.
Stocked slap right out the gate. The disrespect from the champ. Ooh, barely avoiding an overhand from ASKREN. It's that head movement of Diaz.
Just out of range with that right hand.
Oh, what a takedown.
Yes.
Trying to use the cage to slide up again. And he does. Oh, another takedown from ASKREN. Oh my God, an overhand. Just cut open and rocked Diaz. Now Diaz trying to fight back. You know he's going to. When you bust Nate Diaz open, that is his final form. Oh my God, ASKREN.
Just doing a nice job not telegraphing his clean entries.
Ben ASKREN has now got 7 out of the 10 takedowns in this fight that he has attempted. Holy cow. 7 takedowns for ASKREN so far in this fight as he goes for an arm triangle from side saddle. He's trying to finish Diaz. Nate gets his back jiu-jitsu, allowing him to survive these submissions from the Olympic wrestler. Right back into the grappling. It has been a mix in this fight of striking, grappling, striking, grappling.
He's not panicking. He's taking his time.
This is why this was the wild card fight. We did not know what was going to happen.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
I knew ASKREN was going to utilize this wrestling. I didn't know Nate would do so well against it. Oh no, ASKREN's got full mount though.
I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a
He's too not giving up this arm bar though. No, that's a danger. Oh, Nate getting up. Wow. It's that jiu-jitsu. Front kick to the body.
The crowd just loves.
That cross keeps connecting like it just did twice in about 5 to 6 seconds. It's going to drop ASKREN. Oh my God, Nate Diaz counters the takedown into a guillotine. But ASKREN gets out of it. Almost immediately. Great counter from Diaz. Holy crap. Trying to get the back, fighting to get the back of ASKREN. Ben not letting him.
Again, he's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in the top position.
You do not want to be in the guard of Nate Diaz. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for rubber guard yet. I mean, actually, no, I'm not. He wants to stand with ASKREN. He don't want to stay in rubber guard. He could get reversed and sweat with ASKREN's wrestling experience. Oh my God, he dropped ASKREN. I called him ASKREN. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. He just dropped ASKREN, and then ASKREN immediately went, oh, rubber guard is what we're talking about. ASKREN immediately went for a takedown. Ends in rubber guard. Wow. Drops ASKREN though. And that cut's getting water.
The focus for the cut man though to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. Yeah. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the replays, Daniel, from that previous
missing that elbow, and ASKREN rocks Diaz.
Tonight, as he caused a cut there in that previous round.
A lot of times you can't even.
Diaz was anticipating ASKREN was going to move into that elbow.
Well, he has done everything right.
I guess we don't have the replay yet of
opponent's eyes, and now you start to see the blood leak down into the eye.
Nate Diaz dropping ASKREN. Probably didn't get that quick enough. It happened kind of late in the round.
How much that bleeding has stopped as we get ready for this next round. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change.
These are the championship rounds. This is where Diaz's cardio is going to come into play as he denies that ankle pick. Another reversal from Diaz. Guillotine reversal. Using it to get to mount. That was close. He had that guillotine tight. Now raining bombs down.
Left eye starting to shut a little bit. That bears watching.
Smart from Diaz.
Well, missed on that one.
Looking to retain his championship on the feet.
Oh, nice right hand from Nate.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's a takedown attempt.
It's too cautious of each other now. Nate's power. Ben ASKREN's grappling. Askren getting pieced up, but then goes for a takedown into side control. Wow, these two just have high IQ, and it's clashing right now. Both of their high IQs are clashing. It's making a great fight.
I'm not the gambling guy. You're the gambling guy. You can twist me up with your words.
Fuck are y'all talking about, DC? Quit talking about gambling, bro. Hard a fight.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
Now he's going
full mount. Ben Askren, 2 minutes left. Not good for Nate. Nate. Oh my God, Nate sweeps him. Holy shit. Into Ben Askren's full guard and now half guard. Man, Nate Diaz's jiu-jitsu is doing a lot better against Askren's wrestling than I thought. Never underestimate Nate's wrestling again. Got swept into full guard, though. Still not where you want to be with Diaz. Diaz not really wanting to let him out of this unless he tries to stand up. Oh no, sweeps into full mount. That's why you don't want to be in Nate's guard, because he can sweep you, he can elbow you, he can put you into rubber guard, he can triangle you. Like, he is so versatile on his back. Nate trying to stand up, and Ben Askren not letting him, like, no, you're in my guard now. Half guard now.
All right, try to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might
you know
say,
these two are tired, all this grappling for 20 minutes. Nate trying to get that arm, possibly a Kimura.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4.
Have to say Nate is winning this fight so far.
The round is over, and how about the swelling on that eye?
Oh man, that eye! Oh my God!
It looks like the eye isn't completely shut, but
it almost is.
In that direction, not a good reality for him.
Oh
here.
yeah, oof.
All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
Facts.
Here we go, 5th and final round.
Oh, that cross landing in the first 7 seconds of the round. Not looking good for Askren. He looked good in the first couple rounds, but then Nate's cardio, I think, is just winning the fight. I think Askren might be gassing out all this grappling, but no submission.
Nice double leg, nice finish.
Nate's jiu-jitsu is just too good, man.
Making all these shots count. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
These two hand fighting right now.
Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom.
Oh, Nate trying to get up.
Great job finding his shots from the top position. Nice.
Oh man, Askren almost got him in that arm triangle. This could be it. Askren's got him in that arm triangle. Nate trying to scramble. Askren not letting him. Oh my, is Nate gonna tap out? Oh my God, Nate almost tapped out. Nate almost tapped out. We almost saw a new welterweight champion just then. Oh, great elbow from Askren from the top. Wait a minute. This could be Askren's moment. Oh, rubber guard. Nate, what's he thinking?
He's almost unrecognizable. He's been hit so many times in the face. The swelling started early. We spoke about trying to defend it. We spoke about
Askren looking good now. Landing these body shots from the guard.
Doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Nate's trying to scramble, and it's just not working.
Now drops inside that closed
Askren briefly went for that arm triangle again. Oh, wait a minute. Triangle choke. Triangle choke is what we're talking about. You get caught in Nate's triangle choke, trying to sweep Askren into full guard. Or not full guard, full mount, my fault. And does. Not good for Askren now. It was looking good in his favor, but we got a minute 15 left with the champ on top and winning this fight. Oh no, he's trying to do damage from side saddle again.
Oh man, I love this position, and you see this fight today. loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Nate not letting ASKREN up now.
Oh, right into mount.
These two have put on a wrestling and grappling and jiu-jitsu and submission and ground and pound clinic. Just a mix of standing and a mix of variety on the ground. This has just been a great fight of the night so far.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Diaz.
Nate Diaz should have done enough to retain his title.
Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots.
There's that replay of ASKREN getting dropped.
I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
Yeah, Nate Diaz retains his welterweight championship tonight. The Stockton boxing does it. Even though ASKREN was landing takedowns, he could not keep Nate Diaz down for the submission. Nate Diaz's jiu-jitsu just too good.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 48-47, and 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Nate Diaz.
All right, so a huge win for Nate Diaz. The celebration is on, of course, in Stockton, California, and beyond. And I know we all wish we would see Nate more often, but whenever he shows up to fight, always able to do so at a high level.
Nate Diaz has become a massive star in the UFC. He believes in himself. He trains extremely hard. And when he goes into the octagon, he always gives you 110%. Tonight, that was enough to get his hand raised.
Yeah, great fight. ASKREN beating Matt Hughes to get here. Couldn't do it against Nate Diaz. Just goes to show you how great Nate Diaz's grappling is. And now we move into our main event, ADESANYA versus Till. UFC 17 main event.
Representing the passionate town of Liverpool, Merseyside, England, here is the gorilla, Darren Till. This is a man unto himself, very special fighter and young man.
He's a very special young man. He's a very special fighter, and the people are drawn to Darren Till. If you witness a Darren Till walkout, as you are right now, you understand that it's very special. He has that star quality, but that star quality means nothing if you don't have the fighting ability. Darren Till definitely has the fighting ability.
What a great frame for this welterweight division. Not always easy for him to make the 171-pound limit, but at least until further notice, Darren Till is a welterweight and a contender at that.
Darren Till, what a major opportunity. Become the middleweight champion here in UFC 17 against the champ Israel Adesanya. Darren Till has KO'd Donald Cerrone in 40 seconds in his pass. Can he do the same thing to Adesanya? I doubt it, but we'll see what he can do to try to become champ. Speaking of champ.
All right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy in his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer and much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight.
Adesanya looking to defend his middleweight belt against the southpaw Darren Till, who has a heavy jab, long range kicks, does some rugged Muay Thai. See how Adesanya handles that to defend his championship here tonight.
All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Darren the Gorilla Till! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, ADESANYA.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get
All right, our main event of UFC 17. Here we go. Adesanya defends his middleweight belt against the Liverpool southpaw, Darren Till. Israel Adesanya position, counter striking. Gonna try to use that against Till. Former kickboxing champion is Israel Adesanya, so he should be able to do it. But do not underestimate the gorilla, Darren Till.
And when you're standing with Izzy, you're in trouble, man. You're under constant attack the whole time because you never know what he's going to hit you with. And right there, he landed the strike that he was looking for.
Great spinning back fist from Darren Till, though, DC, as you were explaining that.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively.
Look at Till.
Never throwing the same attack.
Spinning side kick to the body, backing Adesanya against the cage.
All the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Effective jab there by Till.
These two both have tremendous footwork.
3 minutes to go, round 1.
Oh, man. Hard shot from Till.
Adesanya gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far.
The counter striker, Adesanya, is getting counter striked.
Oh, nice jab.
Uh-oh. Not looking good for the champ right now. Fighting on his back foot is Israel Adesanya. Oh, that elbow connected. I don't know why Adesanya wasn't throwing a kick that close in the pocket. I don't know. Oh, wow. Great side kick from Adesanya.
He missed with that jab attempt there. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the
These two being very cautious of each other's power, speed, and aggression.
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt.
And backing Till up.
And they clinch now.
Great cross from Adesanya. Another cross from Adesanya as he switches stances. Great footwork.
It can be easier to be a counter striker when you have such a pronounced edge in reach. Strong punch there by Darren Till.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact.
Oh my God. Almost an illegal shot to the back of the head, but catching Till's cheek barely with that side kick as he spins around.
Being landed on both sides. 30 seconds now to go in round 1.
Oh, wow. Great oblique kick as Adesanya moves in from Till. And then he checks Adesanya's kick. Adesanya is switching stances a lot. I like it. Keeping it interesting, mixing it up, keeping Till on edge. As round 1 comes to an end, no really obvious edge for either fighter right now. Both just kind of still getting in their groove. You gotta remember, we don't usually see Adesanya warm up till around the second or third round.
A lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that
great
answer.
side kick.
Both guys took
See, that hurt too.
What a fantastic round.
It's a great leg kick from Till.
All right, with that, we now present round 2. ISREAL ADESANYA versus that man, Darren Till.
No glove touch.
As this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in
These
the
two
last
men
round
mean
will continue.
business.
Both fighters certainly had their
No
ups and
formalities
downs. Both
from
got
these
the
two.
offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter
Oh,
or
wow.
the other can really
Great
take
lead kick,
control.
spinning heel kick combo, missed, and that didn't from Adesanya. That rocked Till. Till is backing all the way up, trying to recover, but that one hurt him bad.
Shot blocked by Till.
It's the first time we've really seen Till back up this
Right
much.
hook attempt, that's a miss.
Adesanya, though, you know, he's a finisher, but he is calculated. He's not just going to rush into anybody. That's why he's the champ. Oof. Barely missing
Just
that
misses
roundhouse.
with the jab there.
Oh, my God. Oblique kick.
Strong kick there.
While he was standing on one leg, he literally yelled in pain. You can tell that hurt Till bad.
Strikes thrown and landed has dipped below 40%.
Great footwork from Adesanya. That's what we're used to seeing. Another oblique kick, but dodged with the footwork by Till.
3 minutes to go.
Oh, that busted Till open. That jab, I think, yep, that jab busted Till's nose open. A little more hesitant now in round 2 as we see Adesanya come out of his shell. Till is a lot more hesitant to walk him down like we saw him try to do in round 1. Adesanya not letting that happen this time. Check hook from Adesanya as I said. Switching stances again. Adesanya, as I said, he taking a little bit to get into his groove. Round 2, round 3. That's when we see the style bender come into play. Another oblique kick as Till spins around. That hurt. Another oblique kick. These oblique kicks are going to start to hurt. Another one.
Another shot to the head.
A great hook to the body from Till, though.
All right, doing work with the jab. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that.
Push
cut.
kick to the
It
body
continues
lands
to
from
widen
Till.
with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great
Overhand lands from Till.
It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut.
Knee lands from Till. Trying to pick apart Izzy now. Not rushing in anymore, just trying to keep him at the end of his strikes now as a side kick to the body lands from Adesanya. Till switching up his game plan. Great footwork to avoid the side kick and throwing one of his own. Roundhouse to the body landing. Till trying to piece apart Adesanya. These leg kicks are getting Till. He needs to start checking them.
Attacking the thigh pretty effectively.
Yeah, we have seen that time and time again. Starter mixed martial arts, people throw leg kicks. Right now you can see him digging his shin into this guy's thigh.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and
Bridge of the
shut it,
nose.
but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward.
Great
All right, so
overhand.
let's now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
Barely.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Till was getting pieced up.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
Oblique kick from Till now, huh?
All right, so another
Mirroring
round is now
Adesanya a little bit. I don't really know if
action
he should
over
do
the
that.
previous
Might get a
10
little too
minutes. Your thoughts
predictable, and
on what
Adesanya might counter him.
Both of the guys really
With that
picking up
counter
the
striking
action,
we're
put
used to
their
seeing.
foot on the gas and really starting to drive it home
Another
as we
hard
approach
oblique
the end
kick.
of the fight.
Wow,
It
just
was
back-to-back
still
oblique
evenly
kicks
matched in the fight. It's
from
been so
Adesanya.
close.
These are going to start hurting. Till. I'm waiting. Oh, wow, finally checks a leg kick. I'm waiting for one of these leg kicks to really hurt Till. It's going to happen.
Oh, man, that kick
As a
was
hook
hurt.
lands. Busting
Well, just as he did the
Till open
previous
again.
round.
Oh, wow. That uppercut hurting Adesanya. Adesanya stumbling back and Till walking him down. First time we've seen this since round 1. Till is walking. Oh, he got caught by a roundhouse, lead roundhouse.
Did it great, and it pushed
No longer walking. Adesanya down, hit him with a front kick.
It allows him to get
That
back
leg
where he's
kick
from.
made Adesanya lose
Fight
balance.
stats here, DC. 62 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. And landing with 35% accuracy here against Darren Till.
Both landing.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, at some point,
leg
as
kicks.
a fighter, defensively, you've got to make an adjustment. His thigh is like...
These leg kicks,
Yeah, he's
man.
getting beat up.
Oh, wow. Showtime kick. Showtime kick.
But barely. Look how wide
Dropping
he is.
Till. Wow. Put a little style on it.
Well,
From the
his opponent
style
seemed to be
bender.
stunned to a significant extent,
Switching
but was
stances
able to
again,
recover.
trying to
It's almost
mix
like
it
he went
up
off the hook a little.
with Till. You gotta think Till's freaking out now. Oh, wow. Great body hook. Landing. Making Adesanya wince in pain.
Misses with the right
I think
hand.
that's what Till needs to do. Till needs to keep going to the body, dropping levels with his strikes, and avoiding those leg kicks right there that are eventually going to start his. But he's mirroring Adesanya, and I think that's getting him hurt. Anything Adesanya throws, Till's just throwing it right back at him. That's what mirroring is in a fight, and that can, if your opponent catches on that you're mirroring them, they could throw something to purposely get you to throw something, and then counter it. Lead, kick, connects. Adesanya is picking apart Till like we're used to seeing from him due to opponents.
But he's got to do something different. if
Till
he
needs
has
to
any
keep
sign
picking apart
of winning this
Adesanya. Oh, wow. Nope. Till's hurt. Oh, my God. Roundhouse knockout to retain his middleweight belt. Israel Adesanya. Damn. Till fell like a tree.
Nicely done to finish the fight.
Wow. Great showing from the champ to retain until just timber just fell like a tree. Oh my God.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 21 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so the clean knockout for Israel Adesanya tonight. The last style bender, not forcing the issue as usual, but it is a pretty thing when he puts somebody away.
Well, if you press Israel Adesanya, he will put you to sleep. Once again, he proves why he's one of the best fighters in UFC history.
Israel Adesanya retaining. Nate Diaz retaining. No new champions tonight. Game over. Try again next time. Thank you guys for watching UFC 17. Join me for UFC 18. We'll start cooking it up right now. Peace.